Hi Debanjan, how are you?
I'm doing absolutely great, and thank you so much for asking me. How are you, sir?
I'm doing absolutely fine. Thank you so much. Debanjan,
Great to
why
see.
are you want to meet me?
So basically, I am having an interview on a very short period of time. So that is the main reason because I have heard that you are a communication trainer as well as you teach students. So I thought of giving a something like mock interview so that I can be polished up very smoothly before my actual interview.
Okay, but
So that is the main reason I'm giving.
wow. But I think you're working somewhere, right?
Yes, I'm associated in my current organization named Wipro, and so basically, here in this organization, yes, the organization I'm associated with, I have learned a lot, but still, something you need to change. You need to make yourself change to groom yourself in a better position. So I have that means in upcoming days. I think I have that opportunity, and if I get the golden opportunity, definitely I would love to grab it.
Okay, so you're looking for a better opportunity. Am I right?
Yes,
Okay, so you are here for a mock interview so that you can do well in your live interview. Am I right?
like as well. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So are you ready?
Yes, I'm perfectly ready.
Okay, shall we start a mock interview?
Yes, yes, yes. You may proceed.
All right. So let me ask one of the most oftenly asked questions in any interview, in fact, because that's how they make people, in fact, they make candidate to be in a comfort zone. So one of the most oftenly asked questions is that, tell me something about yourself. So how are you going to answer that question? Tell me something about yourself, Debanjan.
Yes. So basically, thank you so much for giving this opportunity. And so my name is Devanjan Biswas, and and I reside in a Larika township named residential building, which is located at Parashat Barakpur Road, just beside Adamus University. So basically, I have completed my graduation in the year 2020 from Adamus University, which belongs to the Rice Group, and under the stream Mass Communication and Journalism. I have completed my graduation in the year 2020 in the month of October, and from October 2020 till May month of 2021. In this particular duration, I have researched market. I have researched. I have given lot of interviews, but actually I am looking. I was looking for something better opportunity, and one of my friend who is my batchmate from Adamus University, he was associated with Wipro from past 3 to 4 months. So my dad lost his job approximately. It's like in the month of March 2021, and after that, I was like facing the complete darkest days of my life. So at that particular point of time, one of my college friend who was associated with Wipro, he actually suggested me and given me the referral, and from there, from that position, and I had given an interview, and I had successfully cracked it, and right now I'm associated with Wipro from past 1.3 years. And initially, I was being hired in a domestic voice process, but later on, I had been moved into an international non-voice process named United Health Group. So I'm currently associated with United Health Group in Wipro, and yes, and that's all about myself. And apart from my work, yes, I would love to say, which is not mentioned in my CV, that is, I'm a professional athlete as well, and actually I'm associated with Japanese martial art named karate, which is I'm associated with that from past 4.5 years, and I'm a national level bronze medalist, and I have represented India in Nepal in 2 times. That is once in 2029, and another one recently I've represented India 2 months back. So in 2029, I have represented India in Nepal, and I've won one silver, one gold, four silver, and two bronze. And here in 2022, I have won one silver, two gold, and one bronze. So basically, it is a huge achievement for me this year because you know, being involved in any corporate sector or being involved in any job and continuing sports as an athlete is the job ever, and I took it as a challenge myself because I have sacrificed. I'm on a shift, and apart from my shift, I'm practicing continuously. So yes, it's one of my aim to continue this for lifetime. So let's see.
All right. Debanjan, would you mind if I give you the feedback then and there? Because you have an interview right around the corner, right? So is it okay if I give you the upfront feedback so that you can at least know what to do and what not to do? Is that okay with you?
Exactly. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now,
This will be edited, right?
uh,
Uh,
no, it will be like going on because that's for my purpose only.
okay,
That's for the training and quality
okay.
purpose. The point here is here, like when people ask
Could you
you,
be a bit louder?
okay, when people ask you, tell me something about yourself. You spoke approximately 5 minutes about yourself, right?
Right.
And you have talked about all the history, whatever you have done from the academic point of view, from the family point of view, from all the colleges which you have taken admissions, and then coming back to your personal life, and then back to your athleticism, everything, right? So you need to be very smart in utilizing your time because after all, time is money. Always remember what is an expectation from an HR. They just wanted to know about you, who you are as a person. Okay, they will ask a lot of questions later on. For example, are you working somewhere, or like what is that apart from your work or apart from your personal life that you do? So that is the time when you have to talk about all those things. But
Okay.
what you did is that you have covered out everything before they have asked you this question. So you have to be very smart enough to answer which is required, right? So when the people ask you, tell me something about yourself, it has to be only not less than not less than 6 or 7 sentences. That's it. For example, hi, my name is Dibunjan Vishwas. I've completed my graduation from XYZ colleges. Currently, I'm working in ABC organizations. As a person, I am this. The reason why I'm saying that as a person, I am this because you have to give an example,
Achha. Okay.
right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
before you say that's all or maybe thank you, you have to say that that's all from my end. Please do let me know if you want to know more about me.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that is what more precise, more specific, and actually you have answered what is their expectation is. Am I making myself clear?
Achha. Means s- the moment some HR asks me, let me tell me something about yourself, I need to be very specific and with 5 6 pointers.
Exactly, exactly. Because they don't even know you. Am I right?
Okay.
So it's not only about like what you think about when they ask these questions, it's about what they expect from you. And always remember one more thing, Debanjan. When they ask this question, tell me something about yourself, you should take this as an opportunity to prove your communication skills, to showcase your interpersonal skills. Apart from that, you should also showcase your confidence level. Because when you're talking about something, you are not making an eye contact with them. You're looking here
Yes.
and there
Yes.
and you're doing that. So you have to make an eye contact. And you also have to do a little smile. Keep a smile on your face because it shows that you're confident. You're very interactive because interview question and answer is an interaction sessions. Always remember. So you have to be more
Achha.
interactive rather than just like a Q&A sessions. No, it's not like a Q&A sessions. It's an interaction sessions. Am I right?
Yes, absolutely. Because if you're not looking into an individual's eyes and if you're not giving that explanation, so it will be like Q&A session and it will not be much interactive, right?
Exactly. Another thing is that suppose for example you need to make sure that if there are 3 people or 4 people sitting in a panel list, you have to look each one of them. You cannot look at one person. For example, if there are 3, 4, 5 people are there, your eyes should go around, right? Because
Achha.
equal respect you have to give everyone, whoever are in the panelist for an interview,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So these are the few points when they ask these questions. Tell me something about yourselves. So Devanjan, you were working somewhere, right? So why do you want to
Yes.
quit that last job which you are currently working?
Yes. So the main reason is, see, I joined this current organization past 1.3 years back, and yes, the organization has supported me a lot, and I have learned many things from this particular organization. But I think, and no doubt, my current organization has helped me to build my strong foundation skills. But ultimately, at the same time, I need some changes because, it's time for me to change. No doubt, right now, currently, I'm looking for an opportunity. I'm looking for that opportunity which is actually aligned to my long-term career goals because I have dreamt of this organization from so long back, and if I get the golden opportunity to work with your organization, if I get selected and if I get the golden opportunity, so it will be my great honor and pleasure because I think that is the main reason I have applied for this position because uh, you know, if I get the opportunity, I may advance my skills even more and yes, and bring back to 1.3 years of experience the organization I'm working with. I will put my experience in your firm and it will be like something great for me in my future.
Okay. So what do you think? Is it like is it convincible?
Uh, Not really, but yes, it's like I have put it down to my long-term career goals, and uh, I will bring back to my experience, my previous company's experience into your firm, and which would be great for from both the ends. So that is the main reason.
So don't you think that you actually giving a negative thought process to other people? Because when you're saying that I am
Hmm,
bringing back 1.3 years experience from XYZ company, so if you're
hmm.
working for this organization for more 2 years, and you'll jump for another company and you will say that I have bring 3.5 years experience from two companies, it will work as a negative,
Uh,
right? Number one.
Negative.
All
Okay.
right. Now, when the people ask you these questions, why did you left your last job, or why are you planning to quit your last job? So you have to be very diplomatic. Understand? You cannot badmouth any organizations, because
Yeah,
if you're bad mouthing this organizations, you will be bad mouthing the current organizations which you will be joining
current
it,
organizations.
right? So only thing what you have to make sure that whenever this type of questions comes or pops up in front of you, you have to tell them, I have learned a lot from them, and I have actually got a lot of experiences and all. However, the reasons only for quitting this job is that I'm looking for further great opportunities, and I think you guys have given me an opportunity because you guys are more customer centric, you guys are more employee centric. So this is how that I'm going to grow myself, because I'm looking for a long term sustainability in any
Long-term
organization.
career goals. Yes.
Exactly. So you don't have to talk about anything like bigger about, or maybe something which is like they help you and all. Don't go into the personal emotions background, right?
Acha, okay.
You have to tell them the reasons why I'm quitting it, because I think the organizations which I'm right now applying it has a better future for my growth, because you guys have good potentials, and compared to what my
Customer
previous
centric.
organizations, exactly, customer centric, employee centric. So all those things makes a lot of sense, because they when you compare, you have to compare in a good way, and they
Because
and you have to make sure that what
I
you're
would
talking
edit that
about,
line in one. Yeah.
right? It should not be like that I have learned so many things and I am bringing 1.5 years experience along with me. It will be, that means you want to tell them that I'm adding an advantage in your institution. No,
Acha.
you have to tell them that let's grow together,
Grow together. Acha.
right?
Then
Since
I will then edit that line from my script and I would say like this that I have learned a lot from my previous organization,
And I
but
have learned a
yes,
lot from my previous organizations, along with my managers, along by my team leaders, along by my colleagues. Learning has always been a first preference for my life. Now, the reasons only for quitting this job is that I'm looking for a better opportunities in my future growth, and
for my
as
career growth or future growth.
as a TCS, it is like more customer and employee centric. So I'm looking for an organization where they values this. So
Okay.
you have to be very diplomatic.
Now I'm looking forward. because just because I'm quitting the job, just because have I am looking for something better opportunity, and the organization which I'm looking forward, or the organization which I am giving the interview currently. So this is more employee centric and customer centric. So that is the main reason. Yeah,
They value the
they
employees,
value, they value the employees.
and you can
Yes.
and you
So, sir,
can and
this
you
this line I just wanted to ask you unofficially that if the HR counters me back, so your previous organization doesn't value any employees. Are you telling me?
No, definitely they do value it, but since this is TCS is from Tata, and Tata has its own brand, right? We know them very well, and fortunately, I'm a big fan of Mr. Ratan Tata. So you have to add those points. You like
Add those
exactly,
emotional. Yeah, sure.
exactly. You have to make sense whatever comes from your mouth. So every word whichever utter from your mouth should make sense,
Hmm.
right?
Perfectly fine. Hmm. Right.
So any questions, any doubts so far?
No, because and thank you so much for being very helpful,
No,
because
it's
I
not.
was
It's
just
not yet
looking
done.
for.
It's not yet done because you have two more questions, right? You have. You
Yeah,
have.
I know, because from this question, I would definitely like to edit those lines, because I just actually didn't knew that it
Mm,
gives a negative impact. All right, so
okay. So let me put it in this two way. Why do you think that we should hire you?
see, because I have your let me answer this question in a very smooth manner. So, just because I'm having, not only just because I'm having that much of capability enough in your organization, I, I would be working with. Actually, I have heard that you guys are hiring for customer oriented job role. So basically, I have worked in previous organization from past 7 to 8 months. Initial 7 to 8 months, I have worked in Flipkart voice process, and other than that, I'm working in right now in associated with UAG, and which is also a customer oriented. So you guys are also looking for customer oriented job role, and I have the power, and I have that ability to convince or to interact with the customers accordingly to their queries. So that is the main reason I have applied for this position, and I think I'm suitable for this position.
Okay. Before I give you the feedback, please try and eliminate few words. Like for example, I have the power. Instead of using this word called I have the power, try and use
I have the capability,
I have the potential,
potential. Acha, acha,
right?
okay.
Because power looks very huge word, right? So
Hmm.
you have to know what to say and what not to say because you have to play with the words,
I
right?
have the potential, or I have the capability.
Capability is completely different compared to potential,
Acha,
right?
acha, acha,
Everybody has its own capabilities, so you also have it,
acha.
right? So but you have the potential to interact with the customers. Now let's bring it very short and simple. Why should we hire you? I think the positions which we applied is a customer centric. As far as I'm concerned, I have been doing this from last 1.5 years, and I'm more interactive with the customers. So I think I have that potentials to interact with customers and deliver whatever is required with my organizations. So I think I'm much more deserved candidate as far as I'm concerned.
Acha.
So it has to be more specific. Always remember, you have to value the time. You cannot drag it. You cannot make a history. Nobody likes it, right? You have to be specific, you have to be to the points, and everything, whatever,
Short and simple.
exactly, everything, whatever comes from your mouth should make sense. That should be your main objective, right? Because all the HR, because you're not the only one who's going for an interview. If there is one vacancy, there are 1,000 people will be applying it, right? How you can manage your time very sensibly, because in all the corporate industry they value the time,
Okay.
right? So you have to use 6 7 sentences to the point and give what your thought process says about it.
Acha.
Don't make a story,
Fine.
don't make a story, because people doesn't like stories all the time, right?
ठीक है,
So what you have to
ठीक
say is that simple, that since I have worked for 1.5 years in my previous organizations where I have to interact with a lot of clients, a lot of customers, So I'm much more comfortable, and my passion is also to interact with people. I think all this quality, all this potential which I have will will be an asset for your organizations, right?
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Let me go with the.
Since yeah, I would yes, I would like to means repeat the same the thing which you told just because I'm thinking of remembering it, not remember, but actually remember that particular point. So
Exactly.
yes, since I have worked with my previous organization for it's been customer oriented
And one more thing,
job.
Debanjan, it's a humble request. Try and make sure that your rate of speech should be slow.
Achha,
Okay, your rate of speech is very fast. What is the purpose of a communication? The purpose of a communication is that whatever comes from your mouth should be understandable with the person who's listening to you. Am I right?
yes,
So it should be very slow. You know how to make a syllabus stress and intonations, right?
yes,
So you have to play with those because once if it utter from your mouth, it should be understandable by the second person. And if they are not able to understand what happened, they will say, "I'm sorry, excuse me," right? It should not come into that page.
okay,
So slow down, make sure that your rate of speech is slow, and try and make an eye contact with a smile. That is
fine,
missing badly, right? Whenever you are speaking as if like you're thinking, you're memorizing certain things and then you're delivering it. It should come naturally.
Achha. I am being natural, but yeah, it seems so. Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah,
because though it's a virtual meeting, but still, when they are having a one-to-one interactions, they will have entire things to look into it. So it's not only how you communicate, but also how your body language works.
okay,
So you have to
okay.
pay attention on those points also.
Achha.
All right. So
I'll
any
keep that in mind.
so any questions so far on that questions?
No, I've made myself clear that which pointers I need to edit and which pointers I need to put in.
Fantastic. So last but not the least questions. What is your expectations, Dibanjan?
So here in the I've done a market research a lot, and for this position, for the position I've applied for, so I am expecting something approximately because my current annual CTC is 1,60,000, so I'm expecting a salary of between 2.4 lakhs to 2.5 lakhs per annum. I'm expecting this much from a particular organization
Okay.
as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm done with my market research.
Okay, fantastic. But when you end up giving a number, when you end up giving quotations that 2.4 or
Achha.
2.5, there is a risk of quoting it less or quoting it higher. In
Achha.
either way, you will be a loser. Why? Because when you're quoting less, because they might be having a good package. So yes,
But they will take advantage of me
exactly.
because
And when you're quoting high, they think that you are more focused on money. If tomorrow there's another organization who's going to offer you 2.8, you will jump from this organization to another genre.
achha,
So you
achha.
have to be very diplomatic, at least to answer these questions. When they ask these questions, what is your salary expectation? You have to tell them. Simple. As far as I'm concerned, company definitely has its own norms and policies. So I'm okay with the norms and policies that they have. Only thing is that the things that which I'm looking for is that I'm looking for a customer and or employee centric. I should grow along with the organization, and I'm looking for a long term relationship with this organization. So now what happened? You have an opportunity when they have offered you. You will able to see the offer letters because they have the slabs, right?
Yes, they have their own slabs.
And once they have given you the slabs, if you like it, you can accept it. If you're not, you can still search for another jobs, right? So but by putting it
I have the option to decline the offer letter as well. Yes.
exactly, so by giving the exact amount, you are ending it as a loser. You won't be profiting, so you have to be very diplomatic. So to answer like this questions, you have to tell them, as far as I'm concerned, company definitely has its own norms and policy, and I'm absolutely okay with it because my main intention and my main purpose is to grow along with the company, and I know that this company is growing. So definitely if this company grows, I also grow along with this company.
Okay.
Make sense?
Okay. Yes, yes, absolutely. Because I will say like this that your company, each and every organization has its own policy norms, and I'm perfectly fine with the policy norms. But yes, the main purpose I would love to join in your particular organization is I want to grow myself for a long term as customer centric, because I'm perfectly, no, no, sorry, not perfectly, but I am much more interested in doing this particular
Much more
customer,
comfortable. Much more comfortable.
much more comfortable.
Uh-huh.
I'm much more comfortable in doing this particular job. So
Hmm.
yes, I'm thinking for a long-term relationship with your particular organization.
Fantastic. All right. Any queries, any questions, any concerns that you have right now for me?
Uh, Not, I think you have cleared everything, because the main pointers you have cleared me, and which is more helpful. And I am going to edit my script on that accordingly. So yes,
Okay. One more thing.
and I
Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
One more thing.
Definitely.
When you say that I have to edit my script, you can write it. But when it comes for an interview, you should not sound like a rehearsed. Always remember.
Rehearse exactly,
It should not
exactly.
like
I should be
you have mugged up. It has to be very natural. You can write some points, but you cannot write a sentences. You can write some key points, and make sure whenever you say anything, that key point should match with the eligibility criteria of that job description.
answer. Okay,
Right?
okay, fine.
So I think I'll try it and help you in the mock interviews.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. In fact, I would definitely love to rehearse twice
Hmm.
whenever I would be getting time.
All right. So any questions before we say thank you so much to each other?
As of now, no questions.
Okay. All right. Nice talking to you, Debanjan. It's pleasure
Nice talking.
it's pleasure helping you in mock interviews, and I'm wishing you all the best for the interview.
Thank you so much, Mac, and I am so thankful that you gave me such opportunities. Before my actual interview, it should be a mock interview so that I can correct myself.
It's
So yes, thank you so much for this golden opportunity.
it's always an pleasure for me. Thank you.